All right. We are live now. Good morning.
Record. Recording too.
Okay. Let's record as well as live streaming.
Celestine Brown.
Please, if you're not speaking, mute yourself. We'll try to mute everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, whatever time it may be where you're joining us. Today is a very excited day. Welcome to the Dream Team. We just had our phenomenal brothers, Brother Alfred and Brother Donald, greeting everybody to make them feel at home. Yes, this is a team that makes every brand ambassador feel welcome and feel at home. Today, we have an exciting agenda item for you all. We hope people will have a pleasant time with us. But before we go into the agenda item, we have our brother here that makes our company signature tune alive in the sense that it has a lot of statistics. So while we're playing it as well as we really love our beautiful sister inspirational message and voice, Sister Larato on that song, our brother, Dr. Derek, which is very gifted and talented, has also superimposed company statistics that you should know. So when you are listening to the song and listening to the uplifting message, also pay attention to the statistics. So without really wasting our time, let's start with the song so we can move into the agenda item. Over to you, Dr. Derek.
ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE, the future of internet.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
In it to win it. Lifting up humanity. ONPASSIVE. The future of the internet. Stand clear of the closing door, please. All right, so we're standing clear of the closing door. So I'm going to hand it over to our team moderators. Where are my queens and king in the house? Queen Debbie, Queen Irene, and the rest. Queen Yvonne, Queen Aisha, Queen Benny. You guys take it over. Let's fire, 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 because we're on fire today. Go ahead, take it over.
All right. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and good evening. Greetings to you from Guinea-Conakry with awesome thanks to each and every one ambassador who was able to join today. It is such a pleasure seeing your lovely faces. Thank you so much, Sister Dr. P, for all you do for us. And I want to thank you, Dr. P, for the updates from last night. I know I went to bed and my request was, please, I have to get up at midnight to join. And when I got up, I couldn't sleep. So I've been awake since midnight my time, trying to catch up with O Connect. I didn't even want to communicate with anyone, but I just want to thank everyone, each and everyone who was able and capable to sign into O Connect. How awesome was that? I'm not even going to go to that level, but I just want to thank everyone who was able to. But at this stage, it's not the time to bring it up. I want to say, have we all listened to that lovely voice? And we saw the images that go with it. We have to thank two people from this forum. Dr. Sister Queen Patience mentioned one, Dr. Derek, who puts the images to go along that music. And we should give him a hand of applause, because everywhere we go, we see Tim Johnson, Tim Johnson. This is where we say, Tim Derek, Dr. Derek, you did it for putting all of these. Look at our backdrops by him. We should give him credit for that, please. And he does not get paid, right? Like each and every one of us. So that's one of two people I want to appreciate and will always appreciate. The other person I want us to appreciate is our sister, Sister Larato Shadare, and she has a third name, which I'm not going to say, and I will let her be the one to say it. That voice. And I have kids who are athletes, or were athletes and still are. And I think it runs in the blood. So this is to have a voice, to be athletic, to be creative, like Dr. Derek, to be creative as an artist, like Sister Larato Shadare, blah, 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 blah. I'll let her say the third name. You have to be born with it. It is not an acquired taste like you acquire. You learn how to become a drug addict. You learn how to become an alcoholic. You learn how to become XYZ. No, to be a singer, to be an artist, to be an orator, you are born with it. So please, without further ado, let's welcome our one and only sister who is able to animate us with the lovely voice that she was born and blessed with. And we are very fortunate that she is in this forum with us. Without further ado, please welcome Sister Lerato Shadari.
Hi, Sister Debbie. Looking very delicious today, I must say. Every day, but today is exceptional, like purple lipstick and oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, sis. I'm excited as you are, right? Because, oh my God, yesterday, oh, Father. Yeah, I don't know when you say that we shouldn't talk about it. I'm just all over the place right now because I'm uber excited. I'm uber excited because everything is coming into manifestation. It was already there because, you know, successful people, success starts first of all in your mind before it comes into manifestation, because whatever you believe you are, that's what's going to come out of you. You cannot give what you don't have. So our CEO, our company is full of successful people, not because they're successful because of results, but also what they think about themselves and how they apply themselves, and their belief system is strong. And because they are that, those things then start manifesting in everything that they do. Because if your belief system is very important. The root of what you believe is very important, because then that is what is going to come out of you. So I'm really excited because when I saw yesterday, I was like, yes, yes. So not because of anything, but because, you know, through this whole time, we've just been through ups and downs on online, everywhere, you know, talking to our families, some of them not believing what we're doing. You know, some people looking at us and thinking, oh, why are they so excited about this? What is ONPASSIVE? Even after explaining over and over and over again, trying to make them see, speaking in different languages and say, if you can't hear it in English, let me whisper in another language. I don't know what other language. But, you know, they didn't see it. Why? Because they didn't have faith. They didn't have faith. They didn't dare themselves to believe that something can be good. It can turn out for good. And, you know, even after showing videos, you know, before when we started doing our webinars, there was a lot of videos online with people that were speaking about ONPASSIVE. Mr. Ash was there too, talking about ONPASSIVE. What we saw in Mr. Ash, they didn't see it. I told somebody that I joined because when I first heard Mr. Ash speak, for me, I didn't need to be convinced because his spirit, I just lined up with his vision. And that was that. I didn't need to be convinced anymore, right? But, and you know, it was funny that whatever convinced me couldn't convince them. Even after sending videos, they didn't see it because that seed of faith was not planted in them. And it also goes to their belief systems, right? You know, if somebody doesn't have the foundation or is not rooted in or if their mind is not leaning to on success or on prosperity, you know, if somebody's always about gloom and doom, I don't care what you do. Even if you want to show them the light, it's going to be really, really tough for somebody like that to see what you're talking about, because they already, you know, they don't understand that because of their mind and because of their belief system, anything good, they do not see it because they're surrounding themselves in this doom and gloom. So even if you want to show them the light, it's really, really hard to convince those kind of people. So for me, yesterday was another level of victory. It was another level, an assurance again to say, you know, our faith is worth it. Our belief is worth it. Us being here is more than worth it. It didn't need for me to take yesterday, but it was just an affirmation again to say we are on the right path. We are so, so, so blessed. You know, among many people who heard about ONPASSIVE, among many people who heard the voice of Mr. Ash, we believed, we took the chances. Some of us, I don't know if we all believed, but we are here. There's a reason why we are here. It's not by chance. So yesterday also echoed that to say we are here, we are not by chance, and there's a purpose. And I'm so, so, so glad. So before I'm all over the place because I'm too excited. So let me just get myself together. You know, last week I spoke about, the last 2 weeks, I spoke about what do you believe about yourself, because what you think and what you believe about yourself is what's going to manifest in your life. And last week I spoke about what do you believe about money, because everything is energy, right? Everything is energy. Prosperity and abundance first starts in your mind. And whatever you feel, whatever you believe about prosperity, about a success, that's what's going to start coming into your life, right? Because it says everything that we believe, what you think you are, it's not just a statement, it's to say we are vibrational beings. So that means everything is energy. If you cannot be what you're not, right? You cannot attract what you're not. And money and prosperity and all these things, everything is energy. It's about the frequency that you're in. It's like when you're listening to a radio and you want to listen to another station, but you're not tuning into that. Success, prosperity, everything in this life, it's about tuning to the right energy or tuning to that station. It's the same thing as faith, right? You have to tune into that, into the spirit of faith in order for you to tap in and download from that faith realm, right? So everything in this life is energy. And I want you to, I'm going to reiterate and keep on repeating to say, you cannot become what you don't, everything, 100% of what you spend your time on is what's going to come into your life. All right. If you are all about negativity, gloom and doom, then those things are going to repeat themselves, because everything that you observe or anything that you give attention to is what manifests, right? So, and in this universe, there are laws that govern the universe. There are specific laws. I mean, we talk about scientific laws like, or laws, obvious laws like the law of gravity. Whether you believe in the law of gravity or not, when you're on top of the building and you decide to jump, the law of gravity is going to activate. It's not going to say, oh, Sister Debbie doesn't know about me. Let me pardon her. No, it's going to be activated. Your ignorance doesn't stop the law of gravity from being activated and performing what's supposed to perform. It's the same thing as the laws of success. If you don't work on your mindset and say, there are laws. There's a law of attraction. The law of attraction says that whatever that you observe, whatever you spend energy on, whatever you observe or you occupy your mind, you're going to start bringing those things. That's why, I'm going to make a reference from what I know. The Bible tells you that you cannot spend time in negativity and want to get goodness. It's not going to happen. A man becomes what they think of 100% of the time, because creation comes from your thoughts, first of all. In that time when you're thinking, because the world was formed like that, people don't believe that, but I'm like, everything comes from the mind first. The mind of God, everything was done there before it was spoken out to be formed. So everything, all the creation, everything that was created in this world, people thought about the phones that we're using today. Everything it came first from your thinking, from thought, and then from thought it manifested into the physical. Right now we're using phones because somebody thought about it before and said, how about we create this? So creation first starts in your thought, right? So also success starts from your thought. What are you thinking about? What do you believe about yourself? And today I want to tell you that you're a powerful being. You cannot now walk like a dwarf when you are basically a giant. We have so much power within us. I'm going to appeal to the people who are in this line of thought to say, if we are created in the image of God, can you imagine the power that is in us? It's like, we're almost like, I always make it an example to say, we're like superheroes who don't understand the powers that we have. It's like we're superheroes. We don't understand that we have so much power that is built in us because we are created with this power in us. So somehow we have to tap into it and start activating this power that is within us. We are very powerful beings. We're just not mere human beings here and just tra-la-lying and waiting for the exit button when the time is over by. No, there's so much that we have to do here, and to discover about ourselves and to innovate and to move forward. All these things are here for us to discover, but somebody has to speak into your life and make you aware that everything that you do, your thoughts, everything has to be intentional. We have to be very, very intentional. Now we have to unlearn everything else. If you have not learned that you are actually a powerful being, now you have to relearn and remember that you're a powerful being. You were made in the image of God. What does that mean? We say it's words, but sit down and think, what is the image of God? What does that mean? What does it really mean? Right? So if God can create from thought and to words, that means then I can do the same. So that means you have to be very intentional about what you speak, about what you spend time on. All right. And so the same prosperity, like I said the last time, I'm going to reiterate again, prosperity is not only money. Prosperity is everything. everything, growth around you, everything around you blooms and gets life. When you're prosperous, you breathe life into everything around you, right? And so what you spend your time on, it's going to be what's going to manifest. So like we said, I said, who do you believe you are? What do you believe about money? And everything else. Today, I'm just going to talk about the power of faith and love. There's no way that we are going to fully, access our power if we do not operate in the spirit of love, because that's the spirit that activates everything. That means love for yourself. You have to start now loving yourself, because if you love yourself, now you start looking for everything good that's going to support that love about you, right? So self-love, love for fellow men, love for our environment, love, that's what's going to activate the greatness in us. So that's another thing that I'm talking about today. And when we have that the vibration of love is the highest vibration. When we are in that spirit of love, it's going to start attracting beautiful things into our lives, right? So I want you to sit with that. I know I was a little bit all over the place today because I'm so excited about what happened yesterday, but I hope that's something, you got something from what I said to say. Who are you? What do you believe about? Your beliefs basically form everything around your life. They form everything and they attract everything into your life. And now this week, I want you to sit in love, to say, okay, what do I believe about love? What is love? We know that there are different kinds of love. There's eros, there's agape, there's so many kinds of love. I want you to sit down with it. It's like, what is love? Do I love myself? Because the spirit of love is the vibration of love is one of the highest vibrations. It's actually the highest vibration because God is love. So if you are walking in the spirit of love, then you start attracting beautiful into your life. You start attracting everything that aligns with love, which is prosperity, which is everything. Which is everything. That is the highest vibration that you can be in. So this week, my homework to you is to discover or to find out, who am I in love? What is love? What does love mean to me? And start operating in that and start now working towards, I don't know, I don't want to say working towards, or just recognizing or being aware of the power of love and how it functions in our lives and how it brings everything good into our lives. Right? So I love you so much. I love you so much, guys. And I'm excited to hear about today. And thank you so much for giving me time to talk to you. Mwah!
Mwah! Oh, thank you. I'm at a wedding, as you can tell, with my pink lipstick. Who am I in love? Wow, that is from Sister Shadare, Sister Lerato Shadare. Prosperity is her third name, in case you didn't mention it today.
It is Lerato Shadare Prosperity. That's my name.
Awesome.
And by the way, Lerato means love.
So we are so blessed to have all three in one today. And how much do we pay to get this? $97. We are blessed to be here. Thank you so much, Sister Lerato. Thank you. We have a lot of people who are here with us. I want to acknowledge them because they came in while you were speaking. One of them is Engineer Sushanta. And I think you've probably heard the name before. I see Sister Judy Rees from Canada. Engineer Sushanta, you know where he's from. Sister Charmaine from Singapore. Sister Rosemary, Jamaica. Boy, we have so many, and Brother Diana from New York, and Vital Smith, Smart. I thank each and every one. I don't see all of the names, but I just want to plead with everyone who is able to sign in today. We are 172 of us. And I am going to plead with you. Can we please make use of the backdrop that has been carefully crafted by one of our own called Dr. Derek Clark. Let's make use of this backdrop for the Dream Team deep dive on any forum that he shares it with us. Let's make use of it. If you're in this forum, you don't know how to put it on your screen, you can get a talk with that directly from him. or any other leader on the platform. And I know that there are, we do have someone who can, I think Dr. Patience did put it in the chat. If you don't know how to pick it up, you know that we have every expert and everyone here to help you use this backdrop, because this is the essence of IT in this forum. When you go to the corporate webinar, tell me, what do you see? What do you use? So he's doing it and giving it to us for free, just like the word we received with love from Sister Lorato Shadare, prosperity. We received it for free. No, I will not say for free. A portion, maybe 0.0001 cent of your $97, depending on when you joined ONPASSIVE. But I don't want to belabor this, please. Thank you all so much. We are several of us co-moderators here with Sister Irene Ekwede and Dr. P and Dr. B. And so without further ado, I'll say I'm passing it over to our updates team, and I'll let Dr. Derek be the one to handle that. And after that, it will be Sister Irene Ekwede who will be assisting, but we are all together. Over to you, Dr. Derek, and thank you so much for these beautiful backdrops. We truly appreciate you.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Oh, mercy.
King Brother Derek, can you drop the backdrop on the chat, please?
Oh, mercy. Oh, hold on.
People can pick it up.
Hold on, little. Me too excited for that right now. You should tell me that 10 years ago. listen, I am celebration time. Come on. Oh my goodness, it's coconut water though. It's coconut water, all right? But oh my goodness, it is celebration time. What a sin thing went on last night. The place blew up. Boom, shaka-laka-laka, boom, boom, boom. The place did blow up. I thank you very much. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our brand ambassadors in this wonderful webinar, on this wonderful platform with everyone. And there's a difference between founders and brand ambassadors. I'll soon tell you the difference. But my host, all the hosts and all the co-hosts and all the brand ambassadors, I really appreciate this opportunity for sharing with you. And I do have a lovely, wonderful, illustrious, very young lady. I think she said she's about 35. All right, not a day older. And that is Queen Miriam Edwards, EA.
Celebration time, come on. Peace, blessings, and enough love. It's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of this illustrious group. I am so excited, and we are just toning down for you to hear what is happening. Give your ears, listen attentively, and you will understand.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so therefore, before we go into the magnitude of the updates, I have been saying this for a few webinars now, and this is very, very of tantamount importante, because we're not understanding this whole scenario that is really happening here. All right, and that is that there are three types or three category of persons that are in ONPASSIVE, and of course, it is related to a child, right? And this child is just not in the kitchen, nowhere in the kitchen. This child is not involved in anything. Not involved at all. And Ashma Faris said that it's about, roughly about 200,000 of persons that are not involved, which means they are founders, but up until now, they have not migrated over to the ecosystem, not involved. Okay? And then, of course, you have another group of persons who is in the kitchen. This child is in the kitchen waiting for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but it's just not engaged. This child is just not engaged. And even though you have some brand ambassadors, and brand ambassadors are persons who migrated into the ecosystem, of course, but they are just not engaged, right? They are not engaged. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there and waiting for money to drop into the old wallet. And that is it. When the money going to drop. That's all. Just waiting. But then there is a group of persons who most definitely, just like this child that is in the kitchen, this child is involved and engaged, assisting the process, not waiting, because if you are assisting in the process of getting things, over where it to be, then you are not waiting, because you are involved, you are engaged in the process, and therefore you are not waiting. So therefore, your verbiage, just like mine, my verbiage is I am assisting in the process of the development of this company. That's my verbiage, because I am engaged. So I don't need to ask when the dinner is going to ready, because I still see fire underneath the pot, and I still see some things in the bowl that is raw on the counter. And so I know dinner cannot be ready. So I am not waiting for dinner. I am involved in the process of the preparation of this meal, that I am just enjoying every step of the way. Oh my goodness. And so therefore, we are now going into the updates, although there was not really much updates that was said last night or for the past 2 weeks, but I am going to now go forward in what took place yesterday.
CEO Ash Mafari, MIT, February 4th, 2023. Live webinar on Saturday, February 4th, 2023. All connect strike. Username, your email address, password, strike at 123. After you've logged in, then click on the link once again.
Okay, this process was a process that a lot of people was not getting yesterday. That they click on the link, log in with their email and this password, strike at 123, but they need to go back again to our founders and click on the link again after they did that. And so that was a process that a lot of people was not getting. So please ensure that we kind of make that stick, that we have to click on the link, log in, and then click on the link to join. Click on the link to log in, then click on the link to join. Okay? And this now is the difference between founders and brand ambassadors, because it's only brand ambassadors can log in to the corporate webinars going forward. Because as you have noticed that you need your own mail address. And if you are a founder and not migrated into the ecosystem, then you are not able, oh mercy, you are not able to log in to the corporate webinars.
They came to work 21:30 hours, Friday the 3rd. So far, a regular 8 hours. A regular 8 hours work, they should be off at 05:30 hours, Saturday the 4th. However, they continued until 1200 hours. to coincide with our meeting time, 12 noon, Saturday 4th to 23:30 hours, with about 4,000 that got on. UP! Excellent. 8 hours, Saturday 4th to 1,000 hours, Sunday the 5th. 1 day and 2 hours of straight work.
Can you imagine?
Goodness.
That is what the tech team in Hyderabad did for us on our behalf. That's 26 hours of straight work. And that was done so that they could stabilize OConnect for over an hour, because it was in and out for those who have been on the OConnect webinar yesterday. It was in and out for a number of times until for over an hour it became stable. And then, of course, Ash Mafari begged them to shut down and go home and get some sleep. Can you imagine?
Ash Mafari said, that was very helpful. Yesterday was another great exercise in technology. We are learning a great amount of information. We have a few more things to rework and update. Then we will be looking at a good old Connect session on Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Hope to see you there live. We will update you on the time and link. Thank you.
Yes, so stay tuned, because as we know, and this is my calculation, don't be mad, this is my calculation, because if we remember, the first top was our eye on Dubai, single top. And then the double top was, of course, when we migrated over to the ecosystem. And then, of course, the triple top is, of course, when we partnered with Bing Sport and had 5.4 billion viewers viewing the World Cup football through Bing Sport, with all our advertisement right there, upfront, straight and personal, upfront, personal, in your face kind of an advertisement, where we had in the first 2 weeks, we had over 102 million with a M coming and subscribing to ONPASSIVE. Wonderful, wonderful. And that was the triple top. And of course, we went on the quadruple top. For those of you who heard me say that, you might be wondering how I got it. This is how I got it. We are at the quadruple top when we had the naming rights for 10 years. 10 years on January 11th to the main station, Station 29 in Dubai. That is wonderful, wonderful. And of course, with this strike one, with the testing of OConnect, it is now quadruple and a quarter top. The quadruple and a quarter top. On Tuesday, it will be quadruple and a half top that we are at in this journey in ONPASSIVE. And of course, oh my goodness, we are definitely ONPASSIVE pioneers.
Yes.
I thank you very much. We thank you very much on the behalf of Brand Ambassador Queen Miriam Edwards, EA. I thank you for listening and watching our updates.
Well, I hope, Dr. Derek, I hope you, you see, you've confused the moderator team. I hope you're not going to pass out, but I just want to close our YouTube session because our next section we might be sharing some proprietary information. So thank you all those that are watching us from YouTube. We are so in it to win it. If you're a brand ambassador and you're on YouTube, you can hop up and join us way on the Zoom. It is on the ecosystem, our all founders. Or if you are in any of the founders group, you see it there, you can hop up and join us on the Zoom. But for now, we're going to stop our live streaming from YouTube. Thank you all for joining us.